All right, so it's early, nobody's here yet in the office, so I'm going to show you guys around a little bit and give you a little tour. I've had a couple of people ask in the comments, if they could see the facility and everything. I know I've showed the outside. I have done, quite a bit in the shop, but if you want to check it out, I will do a quick tour of our offices and stuff. So hang on, let me switch the camera. So this is our lobby area. So, when people come in, this is where they can come in, and that's actually Jeff's office. It's locked, so we're not going to go in there. You guys have seen my office before. Mary Jo is not in yet, but when she gets here, I might surprise her and put her on tape.
So, do you want me to put seriously? Do you want me to put the guys, check?
Anyway, this is cool. I was actually president of OLA, Ohio Landscape Association, in 2007. I got a little plaque for speaking at one of their events, and I don't know, was on the board for a while, so that's kind of cool. And this is my place. This is where I do the office. The office, Steve is in here. So, going down the hall, this is one of our old newsletters. Actually, I used to send out a paper newsletter, but now we do some digital stuff through Constant Contact. But I don't know why we framed that. This is our conference room. You've seen this before. That's our mannequin that we have over here. We call him Jose. And his deal is that he is dressed in the Southwest gear. This is how you have to look when you work here. And these are the various awards that Land Creations, Jeff's companies, has won. And he wins a lot of awards, which is really super cool. This is Greg's office. He does, he's in here about as much as I am, which is very minimal. Usually in the morning, he comes in, and then him and I, we'll have our meetings on Wednesdays. We usually talk throughout the day. And this is an extra desk right now that we're not really utilizing. And then back over here we have, this is where Jeff's designer, sales person, Teal, works. He's got all his designing books and everything back here. All right, heading down the hallway. This is a feature that they did when we built our building here in Lawn and Landscape magazine. It was a long time, 2001. They did a story on us, and then I did a whole story on how to build a building, and it was kind of interesting. We've also got a proclamation from, I believe this was something else that we did. We did something for Earth Day in Garfield Heights, and this was Greg's doing. As you can see, Greg right there getting the plaque from the mayor of Garfield Heights. It's good to do that stuff. It's a good idea to give back to the community. So you go back here, and we've got our little break room. The usual suspects: microwave, and refrigerator with rotten food in it, probably, and the Keurig. That's my baby right there. I have to have my coffee, as you guys know. And we have a TV that we're using. We actually use this for training. We've got training videos and stuff underneath there that we're transitioning over to having our training, though, done online instead of having to use the television, since that's like old school. And then, the typical copier room stuff. And then heading out here, this room is in transition at this point. We are actually, this is the foreman room, or the crew room, where everybody comes in the morning. And this table right here used to be used a lot by our foremen. They would do their paperwork, but we don't do paperwork anymore. It's primarily using LMN, which is our software that we use for checking in, clocking out, and tracking our time. So this room is in transition. We're not sure what we're going to do with it. We have a foreman outbox. If they do have paperwork, especially our enhancement crews, they put all their receipts and their daily receipts and stuff in here so that Mary Jo can pick it up in the morning and do whatever she does with it. Land Creations, we kind of have this room split into two different sections. So Land Creations is over here. Again, Jeff's guys are using LMN. They do a little more paperwork than we do because they're design build. But I think that they're transitioning to LMN also. And then this board right here is basically, as you can see, we have it broken down. We have Land Creations over here, Southwest over here, and then we basically can post things for our crews and for our employees back here. We have our mission statement posted everywhere. We have it in English and in Spanish because we have a lot of Hispanic employees as well. So we have a lot of our stuff is both in English and Spanish. There's the old time clock. Jeff's guys use that. We really don't. And then there's a bathroom back there. And then this door over here leads out to our shop that you've seen before. And I have no idea what it looks like. It's kind of empty at this point. The trucks are out salting again today. We're still in transition, so we're trying to get everything ready for the spring, but you know, we have a ways to go. You know, you can't always keep everything perfect in the wintertime. We're fixing equipment, we're repairing things, and we're doing a lot of work in here at the moment. So it's a bit in disarray, but you know, that's what happens when you're plowing snow and then you're transitioning from snow to spring cleanups, back to snow, you know, fixing equipment. I got a couple of guys in here on a daily basis that work on the equipment, the trailers, the mowers, you know, the 2-cycle stuff. So we are in constant flux of working within the shop, out in the field, and plowing snow. So we have another door here. Let me open that up, hang on. This is the Land Creations bay. Actually, Jeff's place looks a lot better than ours at the moment because he's been working really hard on, they don't really plow snow, so we don't really have to worry, or they don't have to worry about snow plowing. So they basically just can do their thing here in the shop over the winter time. And then we also have another bay out this back door over here that I can show you guys. Hang on. And this is where our fertilization company that basically we subcontract all of our fertilizer to, they rent this bay back here. So they may be in there. Hey, there's Woody.
Hey,
Do you have any aversion to being on YouTube?
No.
Are you wanted for anything?
Huh?
Are you wanted for anything?
No, I'm not wanted for anything.
All right. Well, I'm just showing them.
I think so.
This is all the fertilizer and spreaders and stuff that these guys, crazy people back here, you know, they're doing the same thing we are, getting things ready for the spring. How's it going, Wood? Good?
It's going fine.
Awesome.
Weather's messed up though.
Yeah, of course. All right, so there you go. That's the 2-cent tour. Maybe I can do an outside tour at some point, you know, when it gets nice out, when it's not freezing. And I forgot to tell you guys, I always keep a well-stocked box of coffee in my office so that I can make coffee in the morning, because coffee, as you know, is my one addiction. See, we have a bean grinder here. I used to make coffee and use our old coffee pot and have a bean grinder grind my beans and everything, but now this is so much easier. You just put the little pot in, push the button, and boom, off you go.